Hello there. I'm Scott. I didn't stream yesterday. I feel like I lost my stride just by not streaming for one day. I'm so full. I just ate so much Korean food, I guess, and now I just feel like a container for food, and that's all I exist as. But we're gonna try to stream a little bit. This is gonna be maybe one of those streams. It's not the most exciting things. It's just I'm gonna sit down and focus. We did this with the before I did that storytelling workshop. It worked very well for me, and so I'm just gonna do it again, or at least start doing it. I'm sure we'll do a couple of streams to get going on this. Hush, phone. Shh. It seems like that wasn't the right information, though. I just got a message. No, seems like a lie. I thought I updated the information for the stream. Did I not, perhaps? Interesting. According to Twitch, I didn't, but what does Twitch even know? Nothing? I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe I didn't push the button. Anyway, now let's push some buttons. So, let's see here. Are we all good to go? Everything happy? Are we all happy here? Okay, yeah, I think so. Let's push this button. There's such a weird dog on my apartment floor, and at first I'll hear it and I'll be like, was that a cat? And because it's dark, its bark, excuse me, has this progression of something that sounds like meowing and then sort of evolves into bark. It's really weird. It might not be a dog. It might be some other creature. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's bear with me while I push some buttons here. Yeah, right. Yeah, so last time I did the thing where I just wrote a bunch of Markdown as my notes for the workshop, and then that ended up being what my presentation was. I cannot have this person talking. Be quiet, Alex, whatever your name is. So I think I'm gonna do that again. I also just like, this workshop is definitely longer. Last time was 3 hours, and this one is 6 hours, and I'm gonna have to pace myself, right? Like it's a little more of a marathon instead of a sprint. So, I just thought of one other thing that I was supposed to do. What was that thing? That thing was, I don't know. We can turn on the, maybe we turn on the Babby, just so this isn't super boring. Oh, I didn't change my name. That's the, didn't change my title. That's what I need, is a ridiculous title. Perfect. That's like the Babby's giving me a little smooch on the cheek. Okay, Babby, come over here. I was outsmarted by the Babby once again. Shh, come here. Oh, your tail doesn't look good. Come. All right, Babby, just hover upside down over there for a minute. Okay, so yeah, this is just brainstorming. Gotta brainstorm. So let's see here. So I don't like this wallpaper either. Man, I just can't get it together. I don't want that man's hand. I just don't want to look at it. It's distracting me, that man's hand. This person, distracting. This person. I don't want people. I don't want to look at people. Gross. All people today. Ooh, that one's pretty cool. Kind of into that. That almost doesn't even look real. I'm into it. This is the winner. Okay, so let's see. What must we do this evening? We must do some notes. So this is going to be more practice focused. Like last time was very much like a theory class where I just made up things and hopefully sounded like I knew what I was talking about. This one is going to be more like, okay, let's do some stuff. And so, I don't know. I'm just going to start typing and then hopefully this thing will take form. So we'll have some kind of intro, surely. Couldn't decide if live streaming is 1 or 2 words. And maybe we turn this into, we start rough and we'll like clean it up maybe. So we'll have some kind of intro. Maybe in here I'll talk about some of my prior work in like interactive video years ago, which would be P5 hello processing and P5.js. We might give like a summary of the tools and approaches here. So what I'm thinking we're going to use, OBS because hey, of course we're going to use OBS, and we're going to use Glitch, I think, which I haven't done much with Glitch, but it seems pretty cool and it seems kind of ideal for what we want because at a, not just glance, but something more than a glance, but superficial investigation, it seems like it offers what a lot of the, you know, the millions of them now, like JS Fiddle, CodePen, all of those, what they offer, but also offers backend, which is pretty cool. And so I think that'll make it easy to hopefully give the students a place to work on this stuff without having to make sure everybody's got stuff installed and set up, because it's always a nightmare. We can at least be sure that people have OBS installed. And Glitch, hopefully they can just do everything in the browser then and use it as an overlay and on and on and on. So I think that works. I haven't quite decided what I want to do in terms of the management of the workshop though. Like I think I might stream me and then I don't know, like take turns with the students. I could do something where I set up the NDI plugin and I could use each of them as sources, or maybe they just don't even broadcast during the workshop. They just set up scenes in OBS and whatever. So we are also going to probably look, at least to some degree, at TMI.js. I think that's the name of the Twitch chatbot dude. Yeah. I think it's lowercase though. And we are gonna look at heat. So I think that's gonna be kind of what we do, right? And I did have a class called I had pitched a class called Connected Experiences that in the end I think there weren't enough students for. So maybe I will try to get some of that in here in the heat realm, like ad hoc weird connected stuff. And I'll talk a little bit about the back end, but maybe not try to actually get into it very much. And I don't know, it's a little hard to know. Like I believe they will have taken maybe an Arduino class, maybe will have taken a processing class, but I don't exactly know what kind of the general skill level of the students will be as far as interactive stuff, because they're art students. Let's look and see what workshops have already happened this year. Introduction to Physics and Creative Experience Programming. I wonder what they used for that. That was a couple of weeks ago. What software did you use? So that's interesting. That can't be right. Wait, I must have hit the wrong thing. Past events. Physics. Block Studio and processing. So hopefully they have a little bit of processing. And processing projects, physicalizing data. Introduction to processing, yeah. So they should at least have some familiarity with processing, hopefully to the point that they can at least play around with P5. I hope. Art of programming, that might be a processing thing. Who knows? We'll never know because there's no description. Anyway, okay, so, but I think P5.js is what we will talk about as far as developing experiences. And then, man, maybe we get into Node.js and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm not going to try to teach them Node in a workshop. There's just no way. I mean, in general, the deal is I'm going to do some talking. I'm going to show them stuff in OBS and then share some glitch examples. And I kind of feel like it's going to take, so given 6 hours, I feel like it's going to take an hour or two of just playing in OBS. Like maybe we spend the first 2 hours just going through the kinds of sources and kinds of scenes and all of those things and just talking about what's possible. And then once we get to the browser overlay is when we kind of go a little further with it. I wrote Tim.js. I don't know who Tim is. We're doing great. Where should this live? Okay, and I think this will be good for me too. Although, unfortunately, it's kind of a busy week for me. But maybe I can do it on Thursday and Friday. Like all the stuff I've been meaning to do, like play with, for this stream, get some overlays going, get some sort of goofy bot to help me do stuff, whatever. I would like to use this as an opportunity to make some of those things happen. So, what are we going to talk about? At some point we will talk about like OBS fundamentals, recording and streaming, scenes, sources. What else does one need to know about OBS? Anything? Oh, hello, Discord. I think this will be good, and I really think... Binary C, how's it going? This adventure is trying to prep another workshop for students. Wait, oh man, it lost my title. Dang it. This is outrageous. Twitch did not save my title. I got that kind of working. I got this. I got it set up on the Raspberry Pi. I used a new, so the Raspberry Pi is over there. This thing's working, kind of. But I have to do actual, this is real work tonight, Binary C. So workshop prep, interactive live streaming. I wonder why Twitch didn't say that. I've been lying, false advertising. It once again says that it updated the information, so I hope it's true. How was your week? Okay, so we're gonna get into this realm. We're probably gonna have, I'm just gonna have a whole section on heat. I think we'll spend like a whole hour on heat because I can do whatever I want. No, but I am super thinking about that. So one of the things I want to set up at PNCA is I think, some sort of like perpetual PNCA live stream that's just always going, and then students can feed into it. And I don't exactly know how I want to do that. How has your progress gone on that? Since they're probably generally going to be in the same building, I was thinking of doing it with NDI, but I've not fully decided. But yes, I'm trying to teach them to metaphorically fish. And then that is able to like rebroadcast to Twitch. Oh, I got it. Okay. Oh, I see. So you broadcast to the RTMP server, and then that is. But how does the headless OBS use that as a source? Is that a kind of source? Like an RTMP stream? Is that just like a media source? Interesting. That's kind of cool. Man, awesome. Cool. Glad you got that going. Okay, what else are we even going to think about? So I feel like we'll have some kind of... But I guess what I'm debating is whether like the first half of the class is just me kind of talking and going over things and presenting things, and then in the second half we actually like get into some glitch examples. I just don't know how well equipped they're going to be to like jump right in and start making things. So maybe I'll try to make some glitch examples that are relatively simple to play with, you know, like just watch about an image or something like that. Very good. How would you power it on the Roomba? Does Roomba have USB out? What camera did you use? What camera module did you use? An extension cord, obviously. Is there like a standard Raspberry Pi camera module that everybody uses? Oh, okay. Got it. Just USB. Man, look at this. It's only $2 though, man. Why is that so cheap? Night vision module. Hmm. 5 megapixel. Why can't I just get a webcam like this? Or like just some USB camera? My USB camera is not that cheap. I love the idea of your Roomba dragging an extension cord all over your house, getting tangled in things. Look at these things. ArduCam. ArduCam, do you not just have a USB camera? Another choice. A wise choice. I love these little lenses. I feel like I want to get some just like USB cameras, not webcams. I think I looked at them on stream before, but just never found any that seemed that great. It was fine. Now it looks like the attached picture. Okay, I don't really know that's what that's a picture of. Well, like a 50 millimeter, maybe like 35 millimeter. I just don't know if any of these are any good. In general, the reviews seem to not be great. I don't know. Yeah, I did. I worked in a lab that had some at least similar to this, and they had that cool little lens dude, and you could swap things out, and that was really cool, and put little fisheye lenses on them. I just don't know what, like, actual camera it was. Maybe, I mean, who knows? These ELP ones seem common. They just tend to have, on Amazon at least, not many reviews, and the reviews they have seem to be poor. That one's only $11. Looks like it's worth every penny. I just want some like inexpensive cameras to have around to set up for projects and stuff. Like $45 would be okay if this didn't suck, but it might suck. This one has better. Some of these, though, are definitely like, or definitely seem to be cameras and not video cameras because the frame rate is incredibly slow. Yeah, 15 frames per second in JPEG. This can do 30 at 1080. So that seems like it's not the worst. True. Some of them get really fancy. Okay, I'm getting distracted. Can't get distracted. So the thing I kind of want to do though is just, I have not spent much time with Glitch, so I want to just sort of play with Glitch a little bit. What was that noise? In fact, I don't think I made a user yet. Me. Sign in. Sign in with email. It's me. Can I make like a new... Wait. How do you create an account? Glitch. Is this the same as logging in? Okay. What are you going to do with your streaming project? What's the end game here? Other than the Roomba. Okay, I'm now me. It's me. Can I like do anything here? Amazing. I love it. Collections. Yeah, I want to create a collection. This collection. I love their little name generator. Beautiful. Okay, so what do we have? We could do a simple web page, so I could definitely just walk them through, like, let's just do something in P5.js and use it as an overlay. but it is supposed to be interactive live streaming. But I guess I didn't say who the interactivity was for, whether it was for the users or whether it's for the viewers or not. Let's see here. That's fair. No, that's not a bad hobby. It's like, there's something like, this isn't always true for me, but sometimes that's the part of a project I like most is the like general architecture and layout of like, here's the plan, here's the foundation for this thing. Like sometimes coming up with that is my favorite part. Okay, so I don't know that we need data. We definitely want some Express stuff going on, and we definitely want a basic web page. So I sort of just want to play with this for myself for a minute. So this is their dude. This is pretty weird. Like, just doing all this in a browser. Especially if you have to write the packages. Like, can I just... Oh, I can add package here, I see. That's actually pretty cool. Okay. So I have backend stuff and I have front-end stuff, and they have some basics already set up. I don't know why you'd really need this. Oh, I see, because they have a public and a views. What is nunjucks? Are these templating things? Okay. So definitely don't really feel like we're gonna get into templatey world. Guess we could. I don't really want to. Okay. So this seems relatively simple. So we've got some front-end code, front-end styling. We have a view here that's not even dynamic, so there's no reason for it to not just be in the public folder, but that's fine. We have env. Where we could put our TMI secret and fun stuff like that. Okay. I know, like in general, there's so many of them now. CodePen, JS Fiddle, all of that stuff. But this is the only one I've seen so far that also lets you run a backend in it. And I think, like, I've definitely taught workshops where CodePen was invaluable because the worst thing, in my opinion, about teaching a workshop with software is like every student walks in and like there's just no telling, like, even if you ask them to install stuff in advance, like if it's going to be installed, if it's going to be right, if it's going to be the right version, like I just don't like. I try to avoid managing that if possible, and so that is a realm where I like the web-based stuff. And so, I mean, otherwise, my option in this case is like try to get everybody set up with Node on their computers that have may have no command line or program experience, whatever. It just seems not great. And so, I feel like this might be adorable. The way to go. It's kind of amazing that they give you this much. I've never even heard of. I have not heard of any of those things. I know what Eclipse is. What is RStudio? What are these things? Oops. Oh, for R. Okay, right. I guess that makes sense. Sure. I'll buy that. The R in RStudio is R. Makes a lot of sense. What's this fancy thing? Ooh, that's pretty cool. Could definitely see that being handy for classes. The thing is, though, like wanting to write some backend stuff, I've just never seen a tool that lets you do that. Like, let you easily have all the stuff. I have not used normal Eclipse in a long time. I did not know that there even was a web-based Eclipse. I'm kind of surprised they don't do that with Visual Studio Code, since it's all, and I guess they could. A Docker image? Well, that's cool. But for a bunch of art students, I think maybe Glitch is gonna serve me well. Okay. Well, this all seems like just delightful. So I think what I want to do is do my own little Twitch bot, because I've been meaning to do that forever. I don't think I would do, I don't think I need it. I think we really just want this. And then that's going to come from the environment. Great. Glitch autosave. Oh, it's mad at me because I hit whatever. I will always try to save manually. So if I want to do like tmi.js, can I just... Okay. And does that mean it's updating? Cool. So, I don't really care about any of this. Beautiful markdown. No, I don't need any of this nonsense. Don't tell me you're autosaving. I don't trust you. Oops. Will not do the trick if the file is not named. I just wanted it to do its fun thing where it like automatically. I just want to steal its little boilerplate code lazily. this. Perfect. I was probably could have typed it in the amount of time it took me to steal it, but whatever. Okay, so sure. This whole business didn't even seem like it talked to the back end at all. People still do this. I feel like this was, you always wanted to do this once upon a time to make sure that your document was all initialized when it was time, but I don't know what people do anymore. What do I want here? Forgot the syntax. Link rel. Roll. Look at this cute little thing. Wow. And so if I go here, amazing. So I need like, first thing I want to do is make an obnoxious noise. How am I going to talk to the backend? I guess I'll just set up a WebSocket and just spew things out. So the backend will talk to TMI, and then that'll talk to, yeah, that seems like the way to do it. Okay, let's get logged in with my alternate personality. Twitch. Oh, Twitch started auto-playing with audio. Outrageous. I don't know my password. It could be anything. I found it. Pokemon. Okay, so that's me. So what do I need to do? I need to get like the stream key. That's very secret. Or not the stream key. I need to get, what do you need? I can't remember. Okay, TMI.js. No. I feel like it's like kind of dangerous for some of the documentation seems to suggest you use this on the front end, but then your key would be at risk, right? Whatever that thing is called. The OAuth token is what I need. But this says, using the client API is not recommended. Use fetch in browsers or module like request directly. To what? Like username, password, all this stuff can come from the environment. Wow. But I don't understand this. Doesn't it seem weird that like in the documentation, I clicked API and it said, hey, don't use client.api. Or is that only for like Twitch API calls, not the actual... It's a little confusing. I guess this doesn't use client.api, but it does use client. There is a way to not do what I'm doing and to work locally and just push to what's its face? to glitch with get. How do you see the console and stuff? Or maybe this button right here. Whoa. But I want to see the logs. Oh yeah, okay, great. I don't know. I think this is pretty cool. At least at first sight. Seems pretty cool. Okay, so an env, I'm gonna want, like, let's just steal the channel name or channel ID? Okay, I need a OAuth token. Let me just come here so because I just know that I'm gonna accidentally show it. Okay, how long until I accidentally click that? Hard to say. Okay, so in server land, do I not need to use .env to get at the contents of .env? Like, does it automatically do that for me? Let's see. Oh no, I'm not showing the screen. We'll show it in just a moment. Okay. This should all be process.n whatever. Definitely supposed to be preparing for a workshop and not writing a bot, but oh well. Cost. So, is this for real? I already messed up. That's nice. A little jump to... Is it mad? Okay, cool. So that works. Okay, that's nice. You don't even need .env. It automatically invs for you. Okay, so what do we actually need to do? We need to do all the nonsense, right? So that's setting up that, and then we just need to set up all this stuff. I don't like unnecessary abbreviations. It's not... wasn't that long of a statement. I feel like we're okay. Okay, so this is going to be username, token, channel. Wonder how this works in terms of like backend code will just go to sleep eventually, or like what? I wonder what will happen. Like, will it reconnect? I don't really know what the deal will be. Because I could, I don't know, maybe in the near term, I could imagine just wanting to leave a bot running here. I don't like this, where it's like, while you're trying to write code, it's constantly saving and running code that is not ready to be run. That seems not great. But, oh well. Okay, and what do we get in message land? So much stuff. Oops. So command name message.trim. Ignore messages from the bot. Let's just spam for a minute. Okay, so now we get stuff in there, so that's great. So what I kind of want is just a way to easily filter this to the front end. And so I want certain events to just go through. And so in many ways, I really kind of just want to pass these things straight through. This feels a little redundant. It just feels like such bad practice to me to have client-side stuff. Like, I mean, they're doing it all here, but you could theoretically do this in your browser, and that just, I don't know, it just feels gross to like have authentication stuff client-side, browser-side. But really, my only function here would be to grab that data and then send it over to the client. And maybe this might just be extra layers of confusion for, I don't know. No, I think I should do it this way, because I'm pretty sure there's like anything that's served on Glitch is just served on Glitch. And so there's no privacy, and that you should not have any secret things on the client side. So we'll stick with this. So then the strategy we want, I guess, is to just pass all this stuff through like a WebSocket or something. So if I go to package JSON and add package, and we just do WS, and just steal the code that I've stolen a million times before. Thusly. Trying to make it tidy-ish so I can show it to students in a way that hopefully isn't enormously confusing. So right now we're just logging the message, but in the end we would want to do ws.send, but ws.send what? So I want to know what that whole payload is. That's interesting. You can become a verified bot. It's official. Life is yours. How's it going? Preparing for another workshop, but I got distracted by writing a chatbot. So, but this is important research. I want to know membership tags. Okay, we just need to see the TMI.js documentation. Like what that packet is, I forgot. Because we'll want like certain commands and things. Like to start with, we just want message. You're having a nightmare, a photon nightmare. So channel is a channel name we don't care about. User state is like stuff about. So really we only care about user state and message, I think. More of a Unity problem, I think. What is your problem with Unity? Unity's your buddy. So I kind of think we want to just like do this and just send this, just send everything. Just say, anytime we get a message, send the whole payload to the client. That should be user context. Okay, I'm gonna use their names actually. Channel user state message self. I don't really care about channel, but that's okay. Are you sure you're doing this right? You know, like a prefab that exists in prefab land in the project can't know about anything that's going on in a scene. And if you try to do that, it will not be maintained. Like a prefab can only know about things that are part of the prefab, not anything else. When it's out of a scene, it can't know anything about the scene. And Unity will automatically clear those references. But when you made the prefab, like if you go into prefab solo mode, you see the references are good. Did that crash when you talked to me? What happened? Oh, I need to do this dumb thing where we make it where we can broadcast. Well, I mean, are you doing the... So you call instantiate on a game object, and then you have an instance from the result of the instantiate, and then you do a get component on that instance to get whatever your script is that you care about, and then you talk to that script, and you're saying that's not working? Because that should definitely work. I thought they had like some... Oh, not you. This thing. I don't really care about receiving messages, but... Okay, now? current map. Current map. You've got some interesting spelling of the word handler. Oh, well, Photon Network Instantiate could be a totally different beast. Like, I thought you were just doing Unity Instantiate. Photon Network Instantiate might not be immediately available like that. I mean, there's a thing right here. Isn't this what you wanted on Photon Instantiate? Isn't this exactly what you want? What you were asking about earlier, like an event to tell you when something was instantiated? I did not realize you were doing a Photon Network Instantiate, but try this. Okay, so where were we? So we should just be sending data out to the client now, anytime it comes to the channel. So we should be able to go here now and just, where was like the basic client setup? Don't tell me you autosave. Okay, so can I just do, how do you do, I guess we can just hard code this. I assume? I don't really know. If I'm running a WebSocket server, if that will actually be correct. What? Oh yeah, I probably didn't do the thing I was supposed to do, right? Pass the server to this. I need to just give this, yeah. That's my own fault. That's my own fault. Draclin, how's it going? The thing is, redo this thing. You know, the thing, remake the app. Yeah, I need you. And then this is what has to actually go into here. Perhaps. Still not great. Grimbone, how's it going? I know, he's just a little thick. It's true. He's been eating a lot of snacks. What can I say? This is a well-fed kitty. So to those of you who just joined, I'm teaching a workshop 1 week from today about interactive live streaming, and I just started putting together the outline for it. And I think what I want to do is, instead of trying to get them all set up, you're getting over your hangover. Is it Sunday morning there now? Sunday morning coming down? Instead of trying to get all the students set up with Node and all that nonsense, to just make some test apps for them on Glitch. And so I have not played with Glitch much, so I'm playing with Glitch to see how it's going. Oh, we're out of morning time. 3 in the afternoon. Let's see. So I felt like I was pretty close, but then I think I messed it up. So what are you doing? Client land. Oh yeah, well, okay, part of this is just our add event listener. Is that what it is? Something? Yeah, sure. Wait, what did I type? Oh, I had too many letters. Okay, so unfortunately, Glitch help. Great. Yes, you should be able to. That's not the most helpful thing I've ever seen. What is your, do you have like a standard trick for getting over hangovers? I don't know that having your state on fire is good for a hangover. Why is everything on fire? I guess that's just the season for Australia to be on fire. Fortunately, this is not the season for the west coast of America to be on fire at the moment. That will be in a few months. Yeah, pass that in there. That seems like that should work. What did I do wrong? This doesn't actually look right. Where does server... I'm just supposed to do create server and pass in Express? Oh, no. A live example on Glitch. Perfect. Just what I wanted. Okay. Server says... this does not seem good. Why are there no front-end files? This is not a useful thing. Okay, well, thanks for nothing, man. A client that interacts with the server. Why would you have a separate... What? What? Okay, so... in this fellow's land... but that was without Express. Winter, spring, summer, and fire? Yeah. What am I doing wrong? Oh. Express WS. I don't know. I don't feel like you should have to do that. I think I've misconfigured something. Like, what's the normal thing here? Express WS. Three easy steps. We got Express. We got WS. We got app. Browser nonsense. This service. So this is not even, this is running on a different port. This is not useful. You're supposed to be able to do it where you can feed just pass in the server. And let's enforce HTTPS. Let's try it not HTTPS-y for a moment. Nope. 502 error. That gateway. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so it's not just a secure sockets problem. It's just that my stuff is not correct. Okay. Let me go over this again. Like, do I need to do this later, after? TypeScript. No, this is the person. No, no. Wait, is there a node example in here? Or an express example? I thought there was, actually. Nope, we're just gonna listen to beautiful twinkles. This, though, create server, app. The Babby! Oh no! Oh, you poor Babby, get over here, have some donuts. Outrageous. You treat the Babby like that. External server, yeah, this thing, and then we're supposed to just do this. It's supposed to be that easy. What silly thing am I hung up on? Express, app, run the Express, create server, pass app, do all your fun nonsense, and then down here, I feel like I'm doing this the right way. Let's look in Heat. Rude, you poor baby, poor Babby. Grimbone, why are you so antagonistic just because your state's on fire? Heat. Heat EBS. Oh, this doesn't have. This won't even be useful because this It doesn't even have WebSocket server, right? It's just all Socket.io. In this case, we do pass server, and server was created this way. I mean, this is kind of the thing we want, right? Consolidate ever so slightly. Why wouldn't you work? WebSocket server on connection. Oh, the babby is curled up like a little adorable ball. Well, this sucks. What thing have I done here? I feel like oh, I think I know the problem. I want an example with HTTP though. Because I think that's my problem. I think I'm not supposed to listen with app at that point. I think I'm supposed to listen with server. Yeah, that may be the only problem. That I'm supposed to server listen. I don't need a listener. Where's listener defined? Do what? Listener.address.port. I don't want to do that. I want to do that. Yeah. Wrong. That's wrong. I thought this, if I did this, that I would get the business I wanted. Apparently not. Well, it doesn't matter. Port comes from there, so whatever. Let's just do this. Okay. A screenshot of your state? I'm ready. Your state looks like a open world game that is in a bad situation. What I need a legend here. What do all of these? Okay, but look at this area. This area is not on fire, right? Doesn't this icon mean this area is not burning? So that's good. Drop bears, I think, is maybe the probably this one, the double exclamation point. Okay, yellow means run, red means run but faster, black means burnt. Got it. But what is this one? This one's fine. I like that there's that so much of the region is on fire that there's an icon for, hey, this area is not on fire. I also like this one where there's just an icon for car. I like this one that means sideways golf clubs, music notes, probably wind. And I like this one, lifesavers. What's this one? Very intrigued by this map. Strong wind. Okay. Can I have a link to this? I want to play with the site. I want to explore. Tell me your city. I'm gonna dive in. I want to see all the fires. Is there a webcam of the fires? Okay. I hope that fixed the problem. That was a rookie mistake. Already opened another tab or window. Is that true? I don't think that's true. Hard to say now. There it is. Okay. Okay. Are we good now? Are we happy? Okay. Here we go. Let's see what's going on. I don't even know how to begin pronouncing that. Bunanyong near Ballarat. Okay, great. There's Ballarat. Grimbone, do you live on this mountain? What does this T mean? Do you live at the summit of Mount Bunanyong? It's a cool site. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Bushfire. Oh, a tree down. Okay, I would not have probably guessed that that was a tree down. A non-structure fire. Bushfire, bushfire. Man, this does not look great. Road accident. Other. Here's a small other is currently occurring. Building damage. This looks like a bad day. The mountain is a volcano. This looks like a bad day on SimCity. Like if you're playing SimCity and then all of a sudden everything goes wrong and like you don't have pipes to get water everywhere and it's a perpetual disaster. Life is yours. Are you still there? Did you figure that? I know nobody likes a small other on a Sunday afternoon. I'm pretty impressed that this is kind of impressive to me that simultaneously you're having flooding and everything is on fire. How is that? Did you try the thing that I sent you? There's an event. It looks like there's an event that happens when Photon instantiates. On Photon instantiate? Is that what it was called? This jerk? This didn't work for you? So in your script on the object, like on the game object that you're instantiating, on your map script, you need to do this. And then from inside that, you could, however you want to, bubble a message up to the instantiator. So there's various ways you could do that. You could do it with like events and delegates, or have some singleton you refer, or you can do the Unity like broadcast message thing, but that's pretty bad. But you just need to some way for that object to tell its parent what is going on. What do you mean, what do you pass it? This is just gonna run, and then from inside here, inside your script, you need to be able to talk to your parent. And so you could have the parent listen to some event from the child. You could, I mean, there's a million different ways you can do it. Like a really, not the maybe greatest way in the world, but a very common thing in Unity is to have your main game manager script be a singleton. Well, this doesn't mean anything. This is whatever. This is just some whatever. I don't know what that is. What is that? I don't think that's what you care about. I think you care about your child script, whatever, map.cs, talking to the parent. But what your goal here is to have your parent script know some context about the map that was just instantiated, right? And so without knowing a ton about Photon, me looking at this is like, okay, in the script that's on my map, I want my map to talk to my parent and just tell it some variable that's there, like spawn points, whatever. Like, ignore what's in here. Just implement this method and find some way to talk from inside here back to whoever instantiated you. And you could do that by making your main dude a singleton and then talking to it. You could do it with some kind of Unity event thing where your parent, after instantiating the child, listens to an event for it. Another way you could do it, maybe the easiest way, this is maybe the way I would do it actually, is I don't know, it depends on the timing. But when you instantiate your object, immediately call a function on it to pass it a callback is a thing that you could do, potentially. I don't know. And maybe I would do this. I might do this. This is what you were confused by when you were looking at my WebSocket script. This setup to have custom events, but this is a way that you could send an event back to the instantiator once that thing was called. So I think your problem now is a way, my parent instantiates this guy implements on Photon instantiate, and then after that, this guy is responsible for telling the parent, hey, I'm here and here's how many senders I have. And the two ways I would say that are obvious to do that is to make the parent a singleton so you can just talk to it whenever you want. Or when you instantiate it, pass a reference to the parent into the child is a pretty common thing. Or over here have some kind of event-based thing. Actually, passing a reference to the parent into the child might be a pretty easy way to do it. So that would look something like, you know, in parent, I'm going to do game object instance equals instantiate prefab, right? And then I would do whatever your map script is called, map equals instance.get component map, right? And then I've got that. And then you could say map.init and feed it this, because this is the, whatever your parent is, whatever that thing is. And then down here in your child, you've got like start, whatever, void start, awake, whatever you have. You also have that new Photon thing on Photon instantiate, right? And then you've also got void init that is going to take whatever your parent is. I don't know what type that parent is. We'll call it like spawner or main, or like main is going to be what gets passed by init here. And then you can have like main equals new main. This was new main. Oops. And then in this class, whatever this class is, oh, this is map. And it's a mono behavior. So you would do this, you would instantiate it, you would have somewhere out here like main, whatever your parent is. And then in here, you could do like main.set spawn count or whatever. And then up here in main, you'd have a public void, whatever. That would take a int new count or whatever. That would be a way to do this. That seems like, without building out other infrastructure and not worrying about events, this is just like a dependency injection sort of thing that you're saying like, hey, I'm your parent, you're going to have a reference to me, and then this guy could call that. That would be one way to do it. Maybe not the tidiest thing in the world, and this might not even be actual real code, but something like this. Maybe. Does that make sense? Now, I'm making an assumption here. Actually, you know what? Now that I say that, this might not work at all because I forgot you're using Photon instantiate. Photon instantiate may make this not possible You may not be able to do this stuff to that instance yet. So this may totally not work. And if this does not work, then maybe the next easiest thing is to make your main a singleton. And then instead of having to set the parent, you could just refer to game manager, whatever, wherever you wanted. There was a site, used to be a site called Unity Patterns or something like that. But just, there's a million of them. Just like if you wanted to do this, there's lots of people that will tell you singletons are bad. In the context of Unity for things of a certain size, I think it's fine. But this way, you wouldn't need the parent. You could just talk to that main class wherever without needing a reference to it, right? And so this is how I used to do all the things all the time. I'm like kind of in limbo now about what I think is the best idea. But this might be the easiest way. It just takes you restructuring. Because actually, now that I think about it, this thing I suggested just might not work with your photon land, unfortunately. You can try it, but it might not work. Okay, back to what we were doing. So we got to the point. So actually, everything we just typed about should be showing up here. Is that not true? Seems to not be true. Why? We said that anytime there is a message, we want to log the data. So we sent a message. We got a message going that way. Is this jerk not? WebSocket server broadcast. We said if you're open, we want to send data to you. We could do a thing that's like let me just make sure that we're seeing something on Connect. Hello. Okay, so we did get that. So how come I'm not getting stuff from chat? Okay, because I broke it. Cool. What's my problem? Buffer.js. Clients for each, if the client state, and client send whatever the data is. And up here, I just said, oh, I forgot. It's got to be string. So we just need to, that's my whole problem, I believe, is that we need to, what's the syntax for that? Stringify? Yeah. That look right? Now? Okay, so now we get data in the channel and we immediately route it across. So anything that goes on in chat just gets forwarded, like basically this whole WebSocket thing, everything that's happening here is just like a dumb wrapper to send stuff to the client, to the front end, basically. And the whole reason for that is just a way to hide my OAuth token, really. This seems like good security practice. So that's good, because now on the front end, we can like look at all the jazz. So we want to JSON, we want to parse the data and then log that. But it's actually going to be, I really don't like this. Okay. And here's the thing, though. That whole event, it's going to be like data. So really, we want to do something more like this. And then we want to do something like... Okay, did the robot talk just now? The other robot? I refreshed the wrong window. Oh no, I lost chat. Cool. Says me, and nothing happened. So what did I do wrong? What did I just break? When a client sends a message, yeah, anything we get from there we want to broadcast out. Anytime we receive something, we just want to log it locally here. Why is this not running now? Did I kill? Did I accidentally murder the WebSocket? Sure? Like, why do I have nothing in my log? I'm gonna set this up. Look at all this fanciness. Oh man, incredible. My container stats. Cool. Always on. To keep glitch fast, projects sleep after 5 minutes if not used. How can, is this something I can do? In the future, you'll be able to upgrade resources to keep your app always on. Okay, we're not there yet, I guess. So this is not an ideal thing if you need like perpetual Nexus null programming. How's it going? You just found me talking to myself in chat trying to make this work. Are you who's playing with the baby? Is the baby having a good time? Feed the baby. Some cookies. I want some cookies. Okay, so well, I felt like we were doing great for a minute, and then suddenly everything's broken. Okay, I have the debugger. Ooh, that's cool. Okay, handy. But I don't really want to do it. I mean, that is kind of cool to have the debugger. Okay, so now I've got all this stuff. That is actually running again. Let's refresh this jerk. We get connected. And then now, test? Okay, yes, that gets passed through. So we get, what all do we get? We get the channel, which is just the string name. User state is everything about the actual user, although that's kind of weird. Oh no, user state is hierarchical, so it has some depth. So let's like JSON lint this. Or wait, that other thing was already broken out. This guy. Okay, so message is just a string, channel is just a string, user state is way fancier. So you get all the badges and badges raw. I'm not a subscriber to myself. Sorry, me. Display name is my name. How do I know my, like, is that how I know if I'm a VIP or anything fancy like that? User type is null. I'm not even a mod. What a travesty. But I am a broadcaster, so that's something. And I'm premium. Terrific. So, there's the color and all those exciting things. I don't know what this is. Timestamp looks like. Username, display name. Okay, cool. All right. So that seems like it took a while to get that, but I guess I was partially figuring out how this works. And also I made a dumb WebSocket mistake. So this seems pretty good. The thing that's just going to be kind of lame is like maintaining connectivity. But the most important thing we're going to do today, maybe this is the last thing we'll do since we got to start here, is we need like the Metal Gear Alert sound for when I get distracted. And it's just like, you need a wave? Somebody? Anybody? Can I have the sound? Can I do an MP3? Some browsers will not enjoy that. Do you get the ID that Heat knows? No, unfortunately not. That opaque ID is totally separate. However, in the next version of Heat, you can do this thing where, oh no, just show me the documentation. No, show me the documentation. I don't like responsive websites. This. No. Oh. Okay, now we can have docs. Great. Next version of Heat, I would like to implement this opt-in identity thing. Why is their documentation the way that it is? I don't remember where it is. What I need, I want to know it for the time. Maybe it's not in designing, maybe it's in building. Design JWT. I'm never gonna find it. I'm lost forever. Request identity link. That's the thing I want. Okay, here's the thing. You can tell it, they will still default to an opaque ID, which just is a totally randomized ID that only exists in extension land and has no connection to chat at all, seemingly. However, you can do request identity link, and then if a user opts in, which they'll have to like click the Heat icon and go in and say yes, then it will start sending the real user ID. But I think I just get the user ID with that, and then I have to use some Twitch API to look up the user, and I still don't get all the information that I get from chat. So it's like, it's a little, man, I know, it just bumps me out. You know, like the way that, like, especially this, I just hate the responsive web, because when I go to this website, if my window is this big, I get a hamburger menu and a whole bunch of empty space. And if I just made this a little bit bigger, look, like 20 pixels bigger, I get all the information I actually want. This is the world we've built for ourselves with our very lazy approach to the responsive web. Is, oh yeah, once the browser is this big, I just shouldn't have anything anymore. I should have no information, and I should have to click extra clicks. Drives me insane. What would I rather be? Well, there's no standard with binary C, but I feel like so many people use standard things like Bootstrap. Like I would kind of guess that this is Bootstrap or something like it, and that those breakpoints are set in that way. But it's just, I don't know. I feel like the desktop breakpoints are pretty weird. At least Like there's no reason to do this. If it okay, it's too small, fine. Bump it out a little lower. Like at a window of this size, just yeah, breakpoints past a certain point I feel like are a little closer. Like what are the actual what are those called? Like the media. Like I would kind of guess they're using Bootstrap. I don't know. We could look easily enough and see like what are the breakpoints they use. Yeah. 992, 1200. And so if I'm at 50% of this 1080p display, I'm at 1920, so I'm 960, and so half of it puts me smaller than medium. 900 would be fine with me, because then I would be fine when I do like the Windows snappy thing, because you know I just like to do the thing where you snap around, which for some reason is not working at this moment, where you just like use your keyboard to snap things. No, you're right. I mean, I'm sure you're totally right that there's a million different ones, but I like Bootstrap is so common that maybe it's not as common as I think it is, but I think of it as being very common. But yeah, I know there is no consistency. However, I feel like 960 is not tiny, and that you should still not need to hide things there. Like what's going on with W3 Schools? What's their opinion on this? So they hide this little sidebar. Well, that's making this difficult. Well, it's hard to do when Windows is trying to scale things for me. Like, look, even down here, I still have a menu, and it just gradually shrinks what's in that menu. I think W3 Schools is at least handling it a little better than Twitch is. It just seems ridiculous to me that I'm on half of a HD display and I'm having to use a hamburger menu when there's all this wide open space. It just kind of sucks. I don't like it. Okay. I forgot what was I doing. I got so outraged. Oh, I was trying to get a Metal Gear Solid sound, of course. Because that's going to be the one thing that this bot does to start with. Is yell at me when I get distracted. Is this it? Some browsers... will all browsers play MP3s now? I don't even know. I'll just do this. Cool URL. You're supposed to close an audio tag? Can't remember. Looks like it wants to, so we'll just trust it. So I just want to do something easy, right? Just do like is that right? Is that gonna make noise anytime anyone sends a message? Thank you for the link. I can't remember if you want to call play, if you have to do it in a special... There's something special about it? It's called play. But if I want to get the... I think you can do that. main.instance.myVariable equal new, what? What? Main.vari. Oh wait, you got the singleton? Is that what you're talking about? You know what I just realized, actually? You don't really need the singleton. You could have made that like spawn number count a static int on the main class, and then you could have just set it and it wouldn't have needed to be a singleton. Although it's fine. Like the singleton may be useful to you anyway. That's my noisy thing didn't work. I don't actually know if Chrome can play MP3s. Didn't they used to have like licensing battles and they didn't want to play MP3s and they wanted everything to be in Ogg Vorbis? Then you have to set it manually. I mean, not really manually, like it just instead of doing like well, what I'm saying is like if you so when you say main.instance.myVariable, it's because you're talking to instance is a static property on main, and that's what that refers to a specific instance of main. So that's like how a singleton works in that particular pattern. Hey, it worked. You could have done it with main.variable if you had just made variable static on main, and then you wouldn't even have needed the singleton pattern at all. But there's other reasons that you might find the singleton pattern useful, but you didn't actually need it to do that. You could have done main.variable if variable was static. Okay, so right now this is making noise anytime anyone sends a message. It is. Okay, so that's gonna get annoying. I can't believe Life is Yours is not even abusing it. Yep, okay, there we go. It seems very slow. Maybe it won't play. Maybe I need to like stop and play every time. Like, do I need to start? Yeah, like call pause, set current time 0, and then hit play again maybe. We definitely want this to be as annoying as possible. I know, Draklyn's a good abuser. Okay. Well, but I would only have to do new alert if I wanted it to play over it, but I want to just potentially just have it clip and restart. Text to speech to read out chat messages? I could, but then someone will abuse me and talk to that robot over there. It'd be horrible. But for now, so Nexus Null, all I'm doing right now is I'm preparing for a workshop on interactive live streaming that I'm doing next week at PNCA. And so I just need to set up some really basic glitch stuff. And while I was at it, I thought I would just make a goofy bot for this channel. Okay, one thing I would like to know is, so when I look at that, I should be able to see in the user state. So this is how I would know if someone was a VIP. So maybe I could make it that it's like VIPs or mods would know how to do it. Yeah, I know. This is already working so well. Okay, so the main thing, okay, first of all, let's do this. Let's say, if like, what do I want? If like, data.message.substring alert is greater than or equal to 0, because doesn't that default to -1? That didn't work. What did I do wrong? I know, distracted. I know. I need alert, distracted. How do I want to do this though? Is this not correct? Oh, I want index of, right? Index of. That's what I was thinking of. Of course. I was saying the wrong thing. Okay, now alert should work. Index of just gives you the like an integer index for where that string starts, and it'll be -1 if it's not found. So if I just do index of this, it should work. There's probably some better way to do it, but this means that it can be anywhere in the string and whatever. I don't know if I want to do it like that, but it could be okay. I know, distracted is definitely a thing. Okay, so then maybe the thing to do is to say alert. Yeah, okay, good. I'm glad it's working. So the next thing would maybe be to say like that. Oh, actually, I would be curious to know, like MooBot. What do we know about this robot? This robot should be a mod. Okay, this robot is a mod. Wait, MooBot's a partner. Wow, incredible. Life is yours. Draclin, will you annoy me? Will you push the button? I'm curious about, or Life is Yours. I just want to see what different roles in the channel. Life is Yours. You have to call alert now. Okay, so Life is Yours, for example, is a VIP. Is that different? Would follower be here? Are you not following me, Life is Yours? How dare you? How dare you? I'm shocked. Or are you? You are? How do I know? So mod and subscriber have their own flags. Non-VIP followers. Thank you. Let's see what we have here. So 0 badges. That's kind of weird. I thought there was a way to know if you were a follower. So mod and subscriber have explicit fields. How can you know if someone... Oh, that's actually the user Twitch user context. I thought that's what that was called. Nobody cares about followers? I mean, it would be kind of nice to say, like, you can't yell at me unless you're at least a follower. Where is that though? The documentation for that user state. So in a message, okay, according to Twitch, the user state object is always a change. So user state, is that not what I looked for? Why, Google? I want this. Doesn't exist? Is that not how you do that anymore? Okay, user state. Okay, badges. Admin, bits, broadcaster, global mod, moderator, subscriber, staff, turbo, VIP. And then separately, this can tell you, okay, so subscriber is deprecated, turbo is deprecated, user type is deprecated. So it looks like badges is the way to go. For some reason, mod is not deprecated. Doesn't really make any sense, but hey. Well, that's kind of annoying. So seemingly Twitch user state does not let you know if someone's a follower or not. I mean, you can do the followers only chat, of course, but it's the only thing follower related. And the payload that you get in the extension doesn't tell you anything. I think it tells you if you're a broadcaster or a mod, I think, but it doesn't tell you any of the other badges. That's kind of lame. So can you truly only know it by like putting the channel in followers only chat, or like followers only mode? And then if somebody can talk, they are valid. Okay, well, we could make it, I guess, where it's subscribers and VIPs only. Subscribers, mods, VIPs. Basically anybody that has a badge. Because badges would be... Well, no, because it could mean somebody just has like Twitch Turbo. It's pretty weird. Pretty weird. So this is a case where maybe we would do... I'm just going to hard code you in, Binary C. Binary C, you know what? How about this? Watch this. Well, never mind. I was going to push the button to make you a VIP because you've earned it, but the two things that came up were to block you or report you. I could also ban you and time you out. So I forgot how to do the thing. How do I... This is your reward. You're banned forever. Oh yeah, I think you're right, Nexus. I think that's how I show my appreciation. I truly forgot how to do that. Ban user, timeout. What? Twitch make VIP. Oh, do I not have enough? Do I not have VIP slots? Do I only get a couple of them? No, I should have some more. Oh, I think I have to do it elsewhere. What? Binary C, amazing. Thank you. You just doubled my subscriber count. Incredible. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. So, how do I do the thing? Oh, I think I have to go to roles. I think I found it. It's a separate thing. Seems a little weird. Okay, there we go. Binary C. VIP. What does editor mean? Editor doesn't give you a cool icon, so who cares? I mean, you can like change the channel name and stuff. A small price. A welcome, new sub, subscriber, different things. I know, icons. Wait, you just said I need to focus on stream overlays, and now it's icons? Oh my gosh. Okay, but that's part of what I'm doing here. That's part, I'm working on bot made this. Sub things, sub only thing. Watch this, are you ready for this? I'm gonna say that you can only do this if, so this will be what, like data.userstate.badges. What does that look like? Sub things. It's true. How dare I treat you like this? I'm a little worried that this is not going to be very robust. I'll just need, because it'll need to like reconnect, and I'll have to put in like ping pong for WebSockets, right? Right. Okay. So what do I know about me? So this is kind of annoying. So it's an object. Can I do like a has key? Do I have to iterate through that? Or is it has own property? That's kind of a not great. Is that how I'm going to have to do that? I guess I can just say, yeah, okay, whatever. We just do like badges dot broadcaster equals 1. Or what did I say? That subscriber? 1 or oops. Or badges dot, I already forgot what they all, I already forgot them all. What were they? VIP equals 1. Where I had, okay, all right, what do we got? We got subscriber. Wait, do I not have VIP? I thought VIP was one of them. Oh, it is there. It's right in front of my face. Okay, in the user state. So we want to say like broadcaster, moderator, subscriber, VIP. Oops. Very elegant. Very elegant code we have here. It's gonna work. I break this. Cool. What did I do? What's your problem? In what horrible way did I break this? What? Why? Wasn't that just working a minute ago? In what horrible way have I broken this? I don't... Did I change anything? The broken promise thing... I don't like this. This doesn't format on save. Key part of my workflow. Okay, well this is gonna keep being broken, and I don't know why. Which is not a very useful error. Oh, maybe the pause is still. I mean, it could just be something like the pause was still happening. That was not a valid assumption. I just refreshed the wrong window and lost chat. So cool. Great news. What? What's your problem? What? This worked a minute ago until I added one more if statement, right? Like, this has been working the whole time. Yes, it's so you can get my attention, but it's really specifically so you can get my attention if I forget to, if I get distracted, or if I leave the source wrong, or like my microphone's not recording, or any of the things that I do, all the ridiculous things that I do sometimes. Why does having this second condition here cause it to not work? Why would that be a thing? That sound is making me want to go play Metal Gear Solid 5, but I can't. I'm only allowed to play Metro, a worse game. Wait. Why did it work that time? Because I didn't refresh. Log my badges. Good idea. But why would that make this break? Here's my badges. Is it mad because VIP is not a thing? But it seems like that would throw an error there, not... You are right, those are strings. That is true. Then how's the code even getting down there? How am I even getting in there for there to be a DOM exception? What? I mean, I'm getting inside here, right? Like I'm making it past this condition. That's not... Whoa. What have I done? That is not what I thought this button was going to do. I thought this button was going to collapse this thing. I was wrong. But I think it was working even as strings. I think that was not actually the problem, because I was getting to this console log. Like, if we just don't do the play, then we're fine, and our log happens here, and these other functions that we were calling are okay. Maybe I didn't save it after doing that. That seems like a thing that could be a problem. Okay, I think maybe I didn't refresh. I think it is actually this stuff that I can't like pause, but that's okay, because then people can't spam me quite as horrendously. Like if it's playing, it will just continue to play until it's done, and then you won't be able to send another one until that happens. That seems like a reasonable thing. Okay, so this should mean that only excruciatingly important people should be able to make noise. Only astonishingly important people. Okay, yes, and Draklin, we can now also do... Man, look at Binary C, suddenly has all this bling. Almost don't even recognize the name anymore. Draklin, you're not the only one with all the jewelry now. Maybe I should give you a sword. Bling. Pound bling. We could do that stuff, or that's not a pound. What do you call that? What's the other word for that? Bang? Is that what people call it? Yeah, bang. Bang bling. The whole shebang. Do you want to be a mod, Life is Yours? Are you ready for that responsibility? Draklin didn't want to be a mod. He couldn't handle the pressure. But you would just get drunk with power. Do I need a mod? Yeah, look at Binary C. He's clearly out of control. I need a moderator, obviously. I know you're on this like drunken power fantasy where you just moderate all of Twitch all alone. This is the place where you're not responsible. That's fair. One day, your calling will come. All of science and tech is you. When I'm doing Arduino stuff, should I change to what's its face? Craft and Makers and Craft or whatever it is. Okay, so this is also the foundation of being able to know when people do stuff. Like when people host me, or like I can also make it play an alert sound when something happens. Like something cool. Like if somebody cheers. So the thing that's annoying though is that I've got to implement these all both server side and client side. That's not the end of the world, I guess. But it's a little annoying. Slightly annoying. Yeah. I mean, in all cases, we would just send this stuff straight to the client. The problem is the payload would be a little different, right? So from this land, what do we actually send? Self, which we don't really use. I guess we could send a payload that was like a payload that wrapped the payload that would have the message type. Or we could just stick the message type in here and just do like type equals message. Oops. Like that. And then in any of them, the first thing we would do is always check the type before looking at the rest of the payload, and that would be fine. Probably. Okay, so what do we actually care about around here? Actions, no. Banning. Received. Okay, this is if you... So message gets other stuff. Chat is like actual message. Maybe that's all we want. Regular message on the channel and not message, because message is more stuff. Draklin, what? Hello. Yes. Can I help you? So username cheering to the channel. And that would be in the user state. Yes, it just looks for alert anywhere in the string. Payloads to heat via chat. You know, Binary C, that's something I thought would be interesting, is to let you, if you wanted to, for some reason, send things. I mean, the like most boring example is a moderation tool. Like if there's somebody's doing something wholly inappropriate with heat, with the way that, yeah, clear, exactly. Clear is the one. So whenever Life is Yours starts to draw his erotic Minecraft fan fiction, somebody can clear it immediately. Because, you know how he is. Okay, so I think we want to just have this pattern all over the place, really. Whenever a message comes in, we will just repackage everything that comes in it. We'll add a type to the message. and just pass that directly to the front end. Taltech, how's it going? Thanks for the raid. How was your stream? Man, I was just about to add the thing that said when someone raided that a sound would play. I was like, that was on the list. We didn't quite make it down here yet. Channel unrated. We're going one at a time. Okay, let's see. You have amazing raid alerts. The coolest raid experience I have seen is wait, let me get her name right. What is the actual name of her channel? Ninja Bunny what? What's the what? Twitch, just show me the people. How do Twitch just show me the people I'm following? They don't have to be online, just show me the people. Twitch. Why? Why are you treating me like this? Is there just not a way on Twitch front end to see all the people I'm following easily? That's kind of seems dumb. Oh wait, what? Alert. Yes, what? Excuse me. I have to go there. Okay, yes. Ninja Bunny 9000. That is the number. Her thing where when somebody raids that there's like a battle. Don't want to see her new channel intro? Yeah, I do. Let's see it. I know, Draklin, you are going to go drunk with power with this, and then someone's going to have to moderate you. Well, that's a thing. A backup alert. What I would probably do, since this is all web-based, is just make it a Twitch overlay. And then, well, that's bad. I just got an error that looks bad. This email looks bad. Oh well, it's not for me, so who cares? The aim, Draklin, would be that the back end of this would run somewhere forever and ever, and that the front end would just be used as an overlay in OBS and be in all my OBS layers or all my OBS scenes. I guess that's the danger. There's a song. Okay, let me pause this music. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for Taltech's intro. Can't wait. Okay, I'm already mesmerized. Do I not have sound yet? No sound at this point. Oh, I don't want to miss it. Okay, a few seconds. I'm ready. Okay, here's some nice music. Wait, let me turn this up. It has vocals.
It's the Taltech Show. It's the Taltech Show.
Is the encoding not liking this these patterns? This is I have psychovisual tuning on. Taltech, I love it. Did you write this song? Did someone write this song for you? Is my bitrate actually dropping, or is it just having trouble encoding this? The psychovisual tuning. This is a beautiful song. I love the strings. Okay, it's getting better.
I hope you're excited because I have some treats for you.
A slight Ren and Stimpy vibe.
Taltech Show. Yeah.
So very good. Am I gonna get content flagged? This is quite an intro. How long have we been going here? We've got a minute and a half into the song. Give me Ren and Stimpy flashbacks. Oh, the Bebby's in the way. Bebby, clear the scene, please. Rude, Bebby. What are these? The double Coca-Colas. Beautiful intro. Beautiful intro. Where did this song come from? How did this happen? Who did this? A whole 3 minutes to make your song? You did it. Outstanding work. Okay, so do we just want to keep this chat? I kind of do. Because we don't really care about whispers, right? So we got your chat. We got your cheer. Where do you have that? Disconnected. I guess we need some like fallback to reconnect, whatever. Audacity? Hey, Audacity's... Wait, you made... How did you play the music? Did you have some little synth or something you're recording? Does Audacity allow you to make music now? Okay, emote only. Emote sets. Wise words. Strong words, but wise words about double coking. That sounds like... I mean, Life is Yours streamed for like 72 hours straight, fueled by soda, I think. Okay. So whenever I get hosted, let's get a hosted alert. And what do we need to know? Channel, username, viewers, auto host. Oops. This is a crazy way to do this. It feels like maybe slightly crazy way to do this. Like it's just such a redundant thing. I would sort of love to just pass this through directly. I guess this is me trying to pass it through directly. Like if I did Socket.io, then these could be individual messages. Do I want to do Socket.io instead? Because then if it was Socket.io, I'd still have to send a payload. But then Socket.io would be better about maintaining its connection and stuff. I kind of want to switch to Socket.io. Tracklin says, no. I used a Chrome experiment. I like those audio-based Chrome experiments. Will I regret it? Are you sure I'll regret it? I mean, maintaining a robust connection with WebSockets is kind of a pain, and you have to implement the like ping pong stuff yourself to maintain it, whereas Socket.io is just like, hey man, I got you. I'll maintain this connection to the end of time. You have to write all the reconnecting, all that nonsense. Okay, for now, we'll just build it this way for now, and it would be easy enough to change later. It's worth the ping pong, my guy. I know, I already kind of regret. I do regret making Heat all Socket.io based. I don't really, because it was way easier, but it makes dealing things with Unity a pain. Okay, so we don't really care about hosting. Join. Do we care about join? I know it's not hard. It's not that hard. Easy or reliable? Well, again, I feel like Socket.io is sort of out of the box more reliable because it will do the keep alive and all that jazz. But for the moment, we'll keep it this way. So, what does a whisper entail? So I don't want whispers. I don't want anybody whispering to the bot. Only a creep would do that. Log on, message deleted, mods, notice from the server. I don't think I care about this. No. Yeah, I mean, I like Socket.io in general. It's just, one, like the world of WebSockets has just gotten much easier and more reliable. Like one of the nice things about Socket.io is if you needed, for whatever reason, to run it in a place that didn't support WebSockets, it would like fall back to other methods. But now all browsers robustly support WebSockets. Yeah, it's just the thing that in like the world of the web, it's annoying because it's another dependency, but that's not that huge of a deal. But the look, they're doing pinging and ponging, but the Unity thing is an actual hassle, actual legitimate hassle. Ooh, binary trees, awesome, cool. Have a great night. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the raid. Lilybite just started streaming. Let's see here. Oh, thanks for the kiss. What is the Babby doing? The Babby like dove right into me. What is R9K mode? Okay, rated. Looks kind of like being hosted. Except there's no auto host. Oh, auto host would tell you so you don't thank somebody like a goofball, which I've done before when you're auto hosted. You say, thanks, nobody. Thanks for nothing. Okay, looks like the TMI.js automatically tries to reconnect. That's nice. Okay, username has resubbed. Is this important? This is very important. This is how I know. This automatically happens, right? But this is how I know when Draklin gets to like 70 million years of resub. Why does this? Okay, so we've certainly need this. Just certainly. Or if for Draklin only. And the months come in with that. Okay, channel, username, months, message. What does methods mean? Resub methods and plan. Oh, okay. So user state will have the cumulative months and then potentially the streak. Okay. The shirt. Oh, once upon a time, this was like 10 years ago, I guess. I worked on a documentary. It was one of my first big projects when I was still an undergrad, like, and did motion graphics. I like lead motion graphics artist, something like that, about this documentary film. It was fun. The shirt has held up remarkably well. I also edited the trailer for it. I wonder if the trailer's still around. Let's see how I did. Let's judge my editing skills of 10 years ago. Okay, let's see. I think I edited this. This is the one I did. 240p. Oh man. Well, that's what happens when you look at YouTube 10 years ago. Ouch. 240p. Ouch. Oh, here it is on Vimeo. Maybe this one will be better. Oh yeah, 720p. There we go. This is, yes, I'm distracted. Distracted is not an event yet. Oh, look at this. Look at that beautiful animation. Incredible. Do you see that typography? Unbelievable.
Before the coming of oil, we had good fishes, rich estuaries, good coastal land, good harvest, unpolluted. That our parents and our grandparents,
Oh, the babby!
they were just living and they
Get
were
out of here,
doing that.
babby.
And then this thing called oil came.
Even a kid in the village will know that he is starving because of the oil companies.
It's a long trailer. 3 minutes, 24 seconds. That's good length.
No medical attention, no food commodities,
Ouch. Ouch. Life is yours. Ouch.
no electricity. There is absolutely nothing. It's 100% zero.
We have about 369 oil villages in a year in the Niger Delta. That is one every day.
I don't really remember.
We don't know what.
It's a pretty intense documentary. I thought it was more high paced. Maybe it gets more paced. Like,
They don't care about the human beings who are here. All they care about is the money they make. Let them leave our land.
oh yeah, now it gets intense.
We are not begging, it's not a privilege. It's our right to control our resources.
We are going to demand our rights peacefully, non-violently, and we shall win.
If we
Wonder
sit
what
back,
has
it's
happened to
actually
all
it's our country,
these
it's our people
these people.
that were destroyed. So we said, no, we got to make
Ooh, there's some frame
corrections.
rate problems. A lot of the video was like reprocessed to be at a more filmic frame rate because I think it was shot digitally.
Was real, was our right.
Some of the
was our
footage
right.
looks really nice.
They will tear us, they will shoot us, they will beat us. Nothing they don't use to do us.
They can no longer kill our prophets and we remain silent.
Nobody is listening. I think you need to put in some strong measures.
If they want to stop it, they know how to stop it. They don't want to stop it.
The authorities never respect dialogue, they respect the God.
So that was how they came about this resistance.
We need to match this firepower with firepower to checkmate the firepower of the government, because the truth must be said.
That's pretty true. Life is yours. It's kind of a bummer. Not kind of a bummer. It is a bummer.
So we're looking like a time bomb. A time bomb. And when it blows, it's gonna blow us all away. Everybody will be involved.
That was okay. That was okay for me. Like still an undergrad. I think the pacing is pretty slow at the beginning, but that's what the director wanted. I think 3 minutes was too long. I think this could have been more like 30 seconds could come off. I think the pacing, the second half I think is good. I think the first part's just a little too slow. I wonder if that's even, I don't even know where you can watch it. It was a big deal for me because that was like the first time I saw my name on the big screen in a movie theater. Like it was a good deal. In fact, it's almost the only time. It may be the only time. It may be like my only like big on-screen credit because I haven't done a ton of work in that realm. Let's see. I need to turn the audio back down. I forgot we turned it up to listen to Taltek's amazing intro music. Okay, so what are we doing? I think I'm kind of almost done for today. Let's just finish going through these and at least make them all, anytime anything, at a minimum, when something happens, there will be an alert and I will be startled. When someone gifts a sub. Fancy. Like when Santa comes and just starts handing out subs. On a channel, username. Weird that the payload is not the same as the or is different than that than that previous payload. Okay, so okay, sub mystery gift. Those are weird things. But just in case people start wildly gifting subs, I'll be ready to go. This feels so redundant. There's got to be a better way to do this. Oh, you know what? You know what I just realized? I bet I could have done the raw message and just done all the parsing myself instead of this redundant set. Oh man. Instead of doing all of this stuff and having to do it redundantly on client and server side, if I just did the raw message myself. The message data object, a deep clone of the message data object. That's a little weird. Why would you? I'm going to send that through just because I want to know what's in there and if we could use it instead. Because if we could do that and just parse that ourselves and not worry about all the rest of the nonsense, that would save us some grief, right? Like if these payloads were just embedded inside that in some way and then we didn't need all these events, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, throw it in the trash or just reuse it every time, maybe. But then why would you ever want it otherwise? I don't know. Seems a little strange. Okay, what are we doing? Channel, username. Okay, all of this might be stuff we don't even use if we can use that raw message thing. But that's okay. Okay, resub, room state, sub gift, sub mystery gift. If a unhost, unmod. I don't think I care about whispers. Okay, so that's that. We got that. So I think the first thing I want to do on this end, the first thing we want to do is say this whole thing is really only if like we kind of want all that. We kind of want to do that. So this is like only if we got a lot of ifs going on here. I wish it would auto format for me. Maybe it can. Can you? Maybe not. Super Animal Royale. I don't even know what that is. A murder. Okay, great. Murderous fox. Ferocious. Interesting. Very interesting. I like the style. With the murdering animals and the style, it reminds me a little bit of Happy Tree Friends. What is that new game with ape in the name that has like a Saul Bass inspired graphics? I just heard Ape Out. I love the style of this. I'm really interested in what it's actually like. maybe it's a little too Solabassy, but oh, it's very Hotline Miami-ish. Oh, that's good. I really like the way the sound cues go with the murders. I like this in theory. It does not look like something I'd actually want to play. It looks like it would just be sort of frustrating to play. Like that looks just like a mess. That seems like it'd be very hard to follow. Maybe it's partially the editing, but I don't think so. It seems like this would kind of stress me out. It's stressing me out a little bit just to watch it. Interesting. Well, I'm glad that exists. I don't think I want to play it. Yeah, the camera shake is intense, especially on those beats, the music beats. Okay, I already forgot what I was doing. We just wanted to say that if we were chatting, I really want this to auto format for me. Please. Well, this doesn't sound good. Is there a shortcut for it? Because I feel like I already screwed up. I mean, it's, you know, like my indents don't feel quite right. Because this was missing. Okay, now we're happy. Nope. Would I have one too many now? Okay, great. Does that go with the if? And this goes with the let? Wait, no, this one goes to that if. That goes with the let. That goes to the... What? Oh wait, no, I have an indent that makes no sense at all. That's my problem. Good grief. What am I trying to do here? Shake the whole world, shake everything. Shake the controller too, I bet the controller also vibrates. Okay, raw message. Oh, well, it's not parsed at all. So we could go into totally raw land and try to parse all this stuff, but I don't think we want to, so we may be kind of stuck with what we are doing, unfortunately. Which is not the end of the world. It just feels so, it's just so redundant to have to capture all this stuff individually and then just send it on to the client. We could probably come up with some fancy way to do it. Like maybe there's some way we could intelligently figure out the individual parameters and then send them, package them up in an object. Ugh. The arguments object. Oh, but they wouldn't be named then? It would just be an index. Pardon me. Args. Args. That's not what I want. Did I not read that thing correctly? Draclin, have a great night. Thanks for hanging out. Welcome to your new ability to alert me. Is that even working right now? No, it's broken. What's wrong? Why is alert broken? Because oh man. What now? What now? I can do this outside here. So that works. And that works. I don't understand why sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Alert. Why? Why? Is this a scope thing? Oh, is it because alert is like actually means a thing in JavaScript? That'd be weird that it would only work sometimes and not others, though. Maybe that was my problem. Who knows? Who knows? Seems to be working now. Okay, so that badges. I feel fairly comfortable about these things. So now we just kind of want to check a bunch of types and then alert based on those types and say like if like whatever what's our list going to be? Cheer, hosted, rated, cheer, hosted, rated, resub, sub gift, sub mystery gift. And we will also play the alert, and this will just be our Me sub. Sub gift. That's not right. Is that what that's called? Sub mystery gift. Sub mystery gift. Okay, so 10:30. I didn't actually mean to stream this long tonight, but that's okay. Okay, well, man, we got a little distracted because I was supposed to be working on workshop notes, but we at least got some basic setup here. I don't know that this is the best example. What I'll probably do is strip this down a little bit, and just do the message-based thing, and just like have a very simple chat command kind of thing, and just maybe connect it to do like a P5 example. Maybe we'll do like a P5 example. We'll do some example with emotes, maybe just some things that are very simple for the workshop. So what I'm kind of curious about then is the following. If we didn't have anything here, like, is this gonna actually run reliably forever? I don't really know. Like, if I did a this browser, oh no, what have I done? If I want this and I stick this in bot made this. Does that have to be on? So that said new client, so that worked. So that played, I think that worked. Unless I had something open still. Let's hide all things. We don't need you, heat. Okay. So bot made this still exists over here. The Babby. Okay, so we're good here? No. Okay, so it's hidden here. Okay, so that works. Okay, so I just need this as an OBS overlay, and I just kind of need to remember to always have it forever. And that's fine. And now we have the alert thing. And now anytime anything good happens, like hosted, rated, subscription, all of those things, I'll at least get an audio alert. And then the next step would be that when one of those things happen, we would throw some nonsense on the screen. Right? Yeah. Okay, good. So I feel like I have a better understanding of Glitch. I do have a better understanding of TMI. So maybe we'll do a stream soon where we go through and make some of those simple examples. I gotta like balance my time on this though, because I can't spend an insane amount of time on it because, you know, it's just a workshop, doesn't pay a crazy amount. And got a lot to do this week. So, Babby, what do you think sitting on my head? I need probably to do something with the Babby where the Babby doesn't get so bored if there's no food, where the Babby might like walk around every once in a while, or go sleep in the corner. Okay. We did some stuff today. Not the most exciting stream, but we made some progress, getting better to set up a structure, make students build things, free labor. Man, I benefited from some free / low paid internships. There are some realms where I could definitely use some help on some things from some students. So maybe I'll come out of this with some interns. Okay, I think I'm done for the night. Thanks for everybody who stopped by. Binary C, thanks for the sub. Congratulations on all of your new icons that you have. Of course, Draclin, Life is Yours, Tall Tech, everybody who stopped by, Nexus. Really appreciate it. Have a lovely evening, and we will talk very soon. Goodbye.